What's up, everybody? Gabe here at the Singular Sound Music Lab. We're here with Brev Sullivan. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, good to meet you all out there. Singular Sound has been fun. It's a very comfortable atmosphere, and so it'll be a lot easier to talk about myself. Well, I have to give it all to my father, who was I have to start with him because his name is Brev Sullivan. He's a multi-instrumentalist jazz musician, and because there were instruments around the house when I was a young lad, it was very easy to walk into one room and play the piano, and another room play my sister's guitar. And ever since then, I've been playing music. I currently play in several rock bands, hard rock bands, although as of late I've been picking up the jazz guitar too, and that's been an amazing ride because, again, because of my father, I get to do that too.
Kind of opening up your genre selection there, huh?
Yes, incredible opportunities to be able to be at one with an acoustic instrument, as many songwriters know, as opposed to all the crazy electronic shredding that I like to do.
Can you describe your music a little bit?
Well, it's actually very easy to describe it with so many indie bands out there these days and having to define themselves. I just keep it simple. I'm in love with the 80s, and the 80s is a time of music of happiness and great movies like Star Wars and E.T., where the inner child in us is alive from whatever age, and I love that music. That doesn't mean everything is in a major happy key. Some of that music is actually can be very dark and very sinister sounding to people, but it's a very difficult genre of music to play. We're talking like the Van Halen, Rush type of thing, very progressive, but very popular amongst a lot of young people and a lot of people my age. So that's my favorite.
Yeah, Van Halen does a lot of. I think they did the soundtrack for Twister.
Oh yeah.
Which was a very somber kind of epic feel there. But yeah, you can both sides of the spectrum. Music is very universal. What do you think? What's the coolest thing the BeatBuddy did, like for you?
For me, as a guitar player, and every guitar player, or any solo instrumentalist who tries to go beyond their means is not the correct word, but go beyond what their ability is, it's easy to go off the rails. So a product like BeatBuddy allows you to create as a songwriter, but as a solo instrumentalist, it kind of keeps you in check and retrains you to focus your ability on phrasing and keeping music together. Music is math, and as much as we in our heads think we're creating, to somebody else it might sound out of time, especially when you listen back on your recording, you hear your phrasing, you hear how off it is. So in real time, the BeatBuddy has allowed me to keep playing, play more precisely, just as you would play a classical piece, play more disciplined.
Nice. Let me throw you a left field question here. What would you have on your tombstone when you die?
Oh, that'd be easy. Love people, love music, love life.
That's a pretty cool tombstone, actually. Jim Morrison should have had something like that. Which, speaking of which, what would be, if you could witness any musical event, past, present, or future, what would it be?
Past would be Live Aid in the 80s, because some of the artists are still alive today. I think they're putting on a show out there in Nevada, the Stones and Bob Dylan, and it's too bad David Bowie can't be there for that one. But those are artists that I think created in our time something that will never be attainable again. And a lot of those artists, in fact, all of them were there for that particular day in '85, or was it '86? I'm not sure.
That's pretty deep. That's a pretty deep event. Most people go to Woodstock, but that was pretty good.
That's my Woodstock. I would love to be at that.
Why would you get a BeatBuddy? Why should people get a BeatBuddy?
Well, I already explained why I did. A guitarist, somebody whose job is to shred and play beyond their ability. This will harness that ability and correct phrasing. But ideally for a songwriter, we want to start with song because that's what is really in people's hearts is songs, not so much notes. A songwriter who's always been used to having electronic gadgets around, especially songwriters and singers who have to play a solo gig, they're used to this. So this will just increase their package tenfold. You know, having a BeatBuddy out of the box is amazing. And for young people who need to practice, it's much more fun than a metronome. A metronome that just clicks away the same sound, same beat will put you to sleep. This will allow you to to practice, correct your phrasing, keep your timing good, and it's a lot of fun. And to somebody else listening, our audience, it will sound musical.
Less pre-programmed.
Oh, it doesn't sound like that at all.
Awesome. What inspires you? Like what makes you want to write all your music?
No, I'm inspired coming here today. It's a nice day in Florida. We're in this wonderful studio. Everybody here is excited about some form of technology. So I would say people mixed with technology, because people are around you every day, and that causes me to write. Like I might write when I leave about my experience here. And technology is always keeping us excited. We're always excited to come to work every day. Steve Jobs, when he's alive, said, "We're excited to come to work every day because we have something new." And so I think a combination of being inspired by people and the planet, technology, just wanting to hold a guitar has never changed. A guitar will put a smile on a grown man's face as well as somebody young, and that's incredible.
Brev Sullivan, everybody. Get your BeatBuddy.